So welcome to the UK News Today. Today we have news that don't let NHS die on its 70th birthday. Experts fears clumping health service is at the risk of killing over as early as next year. Denning report said the clumping health service is straining at the seams and could kneel over as early next year. Paramedics line up to hand over patients SBCAE in Entry University Hospital, Liverpool. Major ailments blighting the HNS include waste at AE, more ops being cancelled, and fewer available beds in hospitals, care homes, and damning, report says. It is free of the clumping health service is a risk of killing over as early as next year's 70th birthday. Today's report by Watchdog, the Care Quality Commission concludes the system is straining at the seams, and staff shortages and dwindling bed numbers. The CQC estimates 1 in 8 older people go without essential care. It has called for the NHS fit for the 21st century. SWI is straining at the seam and aims staff storages and dwelling beds. The reports at the crisis in social care has led to contracts being handed back to local authorities by private firms that say funding is insufficient, provide safe care. Campaigners blame devastating Tory cuts for the staffing crisis that resulted in 8 NHS doctor and dentist vacancies risking by 40% in the past 2 years. Doctors and nurses have been held for the efforts aimed at the problems. Almost 29,000 inspections show the quality of care has been maintained since last year. Neil Deacon, Chief Executive of NHS Confederations, the nobody for the organizations that provide and commission NHS service, said. It would be a tragedy for the NHS 7th birthday was remembered as the year England's care system collapsed. Today reports reveal real concerns that mental health and social care services are not suitable ones with the concurrent effort leaders and those on front line have delivered. And to millions put the pressures are talking their toy. They have few nursing home beds and home care contracts are being handed back because there is not enough money to pay for the care that is needed. It is time the government woke up to this challenge and accepted that if social care goes down, we all go down. Dr. Nepal of the British Medical Association said, failures in social care system are having a considerable knock-on effect on already stretched and under NHS. We are just one bad winter away from another crisis our health system. Vacancies in the NHS have shot up in the past 2 years. The numbers of enrolled on NHS jobs went from 26,406 to 3,613, a 60% rise, but the amount of the vacancies is true to be much greater because a single can be used to fill more than one position. Despite the huge increase in demand, mental health and service number of specialty nurses has fell 12% in 7 years. NHS staff have been mounting workloads and pitiful wage rations due to the government's 1% public sector pay. The survey which CQC chief executive said the fact the quality of care has been mentioned in the two guest climate most can remember is testament to the efforts from staff managers and leaders. Experts warned the NHS launched in 1948 by the Labour Party forced the worst crisis in its history. Radha Rohana, Azam of the GMB union, said the NHS is clumping because funding has not kept pace with demand. The pay and the unmanageable workloads are driving nurses and other professionals out of the health service and they cannot be replaced. GMB members are performing miracles. The workers has paroled and the pay is down £2,000 on average compared to 2010. The NHS staff love their jobs, but the goodwill will not last forever. Our Hollywood out NHS has been run rage and patients like risked, especially in the run up to winter. It is time for Theresa May to coach up and give our health and care service funding they so desperately need. It's when years a member of cheer fell from 99%, 100,000 patients to 62. The CQC's worry about state of care report said, without enough GP, meet growing demand, there is increased pressure to manage the patient's expectation because access to consultations with GP. The CQC found 55% of NHS acute hospital care services were related good in 2017, up to 51% last year. Around 68% of mental health services were closed as good, up from 61%. It was 78% for the adult social care, raised from 71%, and 89% of chief practice, up from 83%, Health Minister Philip Dan said. Today, the CQC has again recognized the vast majority of patients are getting good care. With record funding and more doctors and nurses and physicians, they need the best healthcare system in the world. Despite the pressure from the increased demand, we are determined to make the NHS safe and care system in the world and investigate in more staff and services, including £2 billion extra for social care. But Labour say Health Secretary Jeremy Hunt is ignoring the alarm bell. Shadow Health Secretary Jonathan Ashworth said the NHS is running at full rate with hospital full of unsafe levels, ongoing problems in staffing and recruitment, which Tory Mr. have were to grasp. Shocking in the past year include toddler with suspected meningitis left lying on hospital chairs due to lack of beds. Mamro's Newman waited for 5 hours in a investigation staff battle with the volume of patients. The increased number of surviving light threatening emergencies is a major reason for the rise AE admissions and cost hospital services around £1 billion per year, research suggests, bed blocked depots as no care outside. Hospital bed block has not tripled in 2014. Patients stuck in hospital because there is no care in community peak last December at 42,000 days a month, and is expected to rise again as the winter approaches. The decision to admit patients rose by 16% in the 60 years to April, while the number beds fell by 8%. At the hospital, bed occupancy levels are above the recommended 85% maximum, hitting 91.4 in the January and March to March. The report said the steadily increased demand, coupled with continued delays around transferring patients to home and community care, mean patients are being kept too long in queue service and system flow is not working. Failing on elderly care surged 18%. Vulnerable elderly people are struggling to get care in community. The report found 1.2 billion unmet social care needs in the past years, and 80% increased number of beds home and 4,000 in the past years in adult social care. Estimates 90,000 staff vacancy at any time. A year ago, the CQC said the social care in England was at the tipping point. Today's report said the overall picture remains superior, no long-term solution late this year. Alexander Average said, our research showed a shortfall of 42 care home placed by the 2022 is essential. The Competition and Markets Authority makes recommendations. Thank you very much for listening to the UK News today. I hope you enjoyed this news. Please subscribe to the channel to get more news. Thank you.